I'm watching the screen up there talking about being generous to people and giving, and it seems these days it's more important than ever. We talk about being the seed and like going around planting seeds and stuff like that. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to plant some good seeds. I think WPAA has been planting some pretty good seeds for a really long time. So we appreciate them. And if they're on your list of recipients for your generosity, that would be wonderful. But there's lots of other worthy people too. And this is what happens when you plant the seeds and they start to grow. And this is a song called In Just Spring. And it's a love song. It's a love song to the goat-footed balloon man. It starts slow, almost imperceptible. Something in the sky starts to change. Before you know it, you're running for shelter and hiding your head from the rain. Caught unaware, left unprepared, the weather today gives us pause. A young child asks the reason angels cry. The answer to why is because when it starts to rain, nothing stays the same. Time to grow again. In just spring. Rainbow, oh so puddle wonderful. I love the look of spring in your eyes. It's almost magic when you arrive. The clouds disappear from the skies. See it right there, up in the air. A rainbow stretched across the sky. An old man remembers the days when he was young. Smirk at the edge of his smile. When it starts to rain, nothing stays the same. Won't you come out to play? In just spring. When it starts to rain, nothing stays the same. Won't you come out to play? In just spring. In just spring. We're called the Bargain, and this is a great gig. It's been too long since I've heard the hum of the road under the tires. With the windows rolled
the breeze blowing round, and I'm getting out of town, shaking the dust from these shoes. But I'm thinking of you, watching in my rear view, and I'll see you when it all comes around. Well, the mountains feel like home, and it's the same along the shore, and everywhere in between. Inside the desert sand, or snowballs in my hands, it all feels good to me. In every city and every town, I kinda wish you were around. You might laugh if you knew that I'm thinking of you, wondering what you're up to, and I'll see you when it all comes around. And that's Shandy Lawson on the mandolin right there. Too long since I've heard the hum of the road under the tires. With the windows rolled down and the radio loud and my eyes up in the sky, feel the breeze blowing round and I'm getting out of town, shaking the dust from these shoes. But I'm thinking of you, watching in my rear view, and I'll see you when it all comes around. Yes, I'll see you when it all comes around.
Yeah. We got the best sound crew in all of Wallingford right here. Okay. This is WPAA Wallingford, and this is The Great Give, and that's what we're talking about. And generosity is really important. We know this. You were taught that since we were little kids, right? Well, now that we're adults, it's more important than ever, I guess, and especially in these days. We don't have to say anything more about that than that. This is a song called Lady Mondegreen about none of those things. And it's a sing-along, too. Yeah. But, you know, don't do that.
I know you're busy, I know I'm far away, but if you had time to drop a line, it could save my day. And you're right, I said the same thing last time. Your doubts are bona fide, can't we just let it slide? Hello, where'd you go? Did you drop the phone and leave me all alone? The Lady Mondegreen doesn't mean what I think it means. You're still the best sight for sore eyes I've ever seen. Well, alright, here we go. Things are gonna change, then they're gonna change some more. Well, alright, here we go. Things are gonna change, then they're gonna change some more. How's it all going with that thing we talked about? Did you hold it all together or just set them all on fire? Either way, I understand you, man. Keep doing the best you can. We only is what we am. Hello, let it all blow away. Away. Hello, did we need to say any more? Let's maintain the next hurricane and then let it all blow away. Away. All right, here we go. Things are gonna change, and they're gonna change some more. All right, here we go. Things are gonna change, and they're gonna change some more. Well, all right, here we go. Things are gonna change, and they're gonna change some more. Well, all right, here we go. Things are gonna change, and they're gonna change some more.
Maybe it's also about the ephemeral nature of time. Or the bendable nature of time, the elasticity of time.
I wanna live nocturnal, see the sunrise with open eyes. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm on West Coast time. Everyone is asleep, and I'm traveling on the road. It's the road along the coast. These are the things These are the things that mean the most. The sunset's different here. never quite disappears. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I don't get to feel this way so often. Nothing to do today but smile and smile. Climb a mountain high, I can see for miles. Watching the river flow,
Feel the autumn breezes blow.
which way do they go? Baby, you tell me. Tell me. Well, there's a fat man on the moon, at least that's what they say. Pretty sure I saw him just the other day. He was standing on the side of the road
with a sign that said we'll work for food.
Is that how it goes? Baby, you tell me. Baby, you tell me. Oh, is that how it goes? Baby, you tell me. I got your postcard in the mail, hung it on my wall. I know it's been too long and I've been meaning to call. If we could find time at the same time, we might spin a little rhyme or drink a little wine. I don't know. Baby, you tell me. Baby, you tell me. Oh, how's it gonna go? Baby, you tell me. Oh, honey, what's wrong with you? Is everything okay? 'Cause you're looking like the world is raining on your parade. Well, it doesn't have to be that way.
Just come outside with me and play.
Anything goes. Baby, you tell me. Baby, you tell me. Oh, how's it gonna go? Baby, you tell me. Oh, you tell me. How's it gonna go? WPAA
how's it gonna end?
Wallingford. How's it gonna go? We write all of our songs together, and this is one where we were sitting down at the kitchen table, which is where we write songs, and we thought we were writing a song. Turns out we weren't writing a song at all, and this is what happened. It just came out just like this. So we recorded it this way because we thought at the very least, even if we didn't write it, it was a pretty good arrangement. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm talking about you and me, 'cause I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. 'Cause I'm lonely as I can be, and I'm hungry for your company, and I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. Well, what you gonna do when the well runs dry? What you gonna do when he says bye-bye? All you're gonna do is sit down and cry. Come on, pretty baby, dry your eyes and come walking, you and me, talking about you and me, 'cause I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. 'Cause I'm lonely as I can be, and I'm hungry for some company, and I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. And what you gonna do when the well runs dry? What you gonna do when he says bye-bye? All you're gonna do is sit down and cry. Come on, pretty baby, dry your eyes. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? What you gonna do when he says bye-bye? All you're gonna do is sit down and cry. Come on, pretty baby, dry your eyes and come walking, just you and me. Let's talk about our destiny, 'cause I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. Yes, I'm lonely as I can be, and I'm hungry for your company. I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. Well, what you gonna do when the well runs dry? What you gonna do when he says bye-bye? All you're gonna do is sit down and cry. Come on, pretty baby, dry your eyes. Fats Domino song. Thank you, Fats. And thank you, WPAA. And thank you to the people who give greatly. And thank you very much. Aunt Diane reminds me sometimes of Henry David Thoreau. Out in the garden, tending the beans, with a straw hat on her head and no shoes for days. These are the people I know. These are the people I'll remember, and I'll remember forever. How about Uncle Sal at Christmas dinner, when he sneezed in the gravy bowl, and everybody got sick, but we laughed so hard, and we're laughing about it still. These are the people I know. These are the people I'll remember. I'll remember forever. These are the people I know. These are the people I'll remember forever. What the hell's going on with Brother Bob? He never stays in one place for too long, and he's leaving tomorrow for Las Vegas this time, having coffee before he goes. These are the people I know. These are the people I'll remember forever. These are the people I know. These are the people I'll remember forever.
Thanks for listening to us. There's a studio audience here, and there's cheese. We have cheese. Do you have cheese at home? At the home viewing audience, I hope you have cheese. How many of you are alive out there? All right. Give me a little bit of this then. Ready? Thank you.
It's the same old story since the days of old. We all know joy and ache as life unfolds. And nothing anyone says or writes or sings can change the reality of things. How do you want to spend your time? If this is your last sunrise, life as a drone. Is this how we were born? To do what we've got to do what they tell us to do, or to do what I could do. How do you want to spend your time? If this is your last sunrise, I could do. How do you want to spend your time? If this is your last sunrise.
Thanks for spending your time with us. We're called The Bargain, and this is WPAA Wallingford during The Great Give.
If you've heard this one before, well, maybe it's true. Take a second look for further review. Some say the world is round and some say it's flat. I'd like to think that you and I are smarter than that. And we'll keep repeating mistakes until the lesson is learned. That there's a time for every purpose. Turn, turn, and turn. Some say it's down to fate, and it is what it is. But is that the best solution we could come up with? Happily ever after, again and again. Happily ever after, it's the end. And the way you look in the mirror makes my hair stand on end. And so I'll ask my magic 8-ball like it was my best friend. Will the right combination of words win the key to your heart? I could finish the story if I knew where to start. Happily ever after, again and again. Happily ever after, it's the end. And if you've heard this one before, well, maybe it's true.
Maybe it's true that you're listening to WPAA in Wallingford, and we're called The Bargain, and this is The Great Give. And thank you very much for greatly giving. Trying to remember our own song. Let's come down to that, because we're old men now. Yeah. I'm not even sure how that happened. We keep saying, oh, one of these days, you know, we'll do this, one of these days we'll do that. And this is a song called One of These Days. It's about exactly that.
One of these days I'm gonna sit right down and compose a poem. One of these days I'm gonna get busy being born. One of these days when the sun and moon are in the same sky. One of these days when all my tears have up and dry. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days before I die. One of these days I'm gonna swear and dare to pull out the gag. One of these days, a cat's gonna claw right through your bag. One of these days, when the wind whimpers through the pines. days, time takes off and flies. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days before I die. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days before I die. One of these days, I might just jump up and shout. One of these days, I'm gonna hop that train that's headed south. One of these days, when the rainbow turns upside down. One of these days, we're gonna turn it all around. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days, before I die. One of these days, maybe public media and independent media and community television will be fully funded by the government. One of these days, maybe that'll happen, but it's not today. You're at the Great Griv, and this is WPAA Wallingford. This is a song that we wrote about an NPR story that we heard. The story had to do with how long your memory would last after you die, like from beginning to end. And they decided that it was 200 years. If you're Shakespeare or Springsteen, you get more than that. But for the rest of us, that's what we get. A photograph on the wall of a face you don't recall, from a time you don't remember, in a place you've never been. A pair of eyes, a set of lips. I wonder what she's saying to the man over her shoulder, or while she's holding me, standing on her head. And now here you are, so many lifetimes on, sitting high upon my shoulder on a summer's day out on the shoreline. And what will your kids think? And what will their kids know? And look at what's become of me, buried deep beneath the snow. Peering through a looking glass or a crystal ball, we're only here 200 years. We're only here 200 years. So baby, remember me. Tell them all what you think. Tell them what you felt and what you saw. Tell them all, tell them all. Peering through a looking glass or a crystal ball. We're only here 200 years. We're only here 200 years.
Thanks for listening to us. We're called The Bargain, and this is WPAA Wallingford.
Upon a hill looking down on the river and the people on the highway. My heart won't be still from all the exercise, and you're standing here beside me. And you say you never took me for a Van Morrison kind of guy. I didn't know why. 'Cause everybody that I know is stoned right down to their souls. So am I. Down in the valley like lay down Sally and feeling like a birthday. So strange how it goes when all the dominoes fall to make it happen this way. And in the sculptor's secret garden, I thought it was 1984. Remember 1984? Like we'd step through a mirror, became people we never were. Promise that we'll always be honest with ourselves and each other. And if you want to put time in a bottle, we can have an endless summer. And in the sculptor's secret garden, I swore it was 1984. Like we'd step through a mirror, became people we never were.
Thank you very much for listening. This is WPAA Wallingford, and we're called The Bargain.
Happened again. I said the wrong thing, and I feel like a jerk. And what's worse is I still haven't figured out how all this stuff really works. I've never been good. These situations, I can't satisfy expectations, and it kills me 'cause I try and try. I'm a slave for your desire, and my soul is on fire, and I'm about to take flight,
But it's a long way down.
fall from such a height, and I'm so high. Suddenly it's just there. I can feel it in my skin. It's digging deeper and deeper in. A golden glue that binds me, a hopefulness inside me. I want something big, but big is so small. It doesn't sum it up at all. Big is limitless, like the ocean, the sky might tumble to our next goodbye. Goodbye. Understand the art of healing and filigree. Beautiful and strong, loss then recovery. Where to from here? Forward I fear, but I'm fixing the hole where the rain gets in, and the cracks that were thin grow deeper and wider all the time. Can you see me on the inside? I can't stand it when the sun shines. All my flaws in full light, and be tear in plain sight, and then mend it in gold overnight. And I'm all right. Damaged and repair,
Damage and repair.
they're all in our history.
All in our history.
Celebrate the scars,
Celebrate the scars.
those golden mysteries.
Those golden mysteries.
Understand the art,
Understand the art.
healing and filigree.
Healing and filigree.
Beautiful and strong,
Beautiful and strong.
loss then recovery.
Loss and recovery.
Thanks for listening to us. We're called The Bargain. This is WPAA Wallingford at The Great Give. Do what you're doing. You're doing the right thing. Maybe do more of it. Your best self. Generous in a relentless sort of way. Don't you think that's kind of what the world needs? Maybe that's what The Great Give really is. Giving the best of yourself. Not just financially, but emotionally too. You know, money is good and money talks. We know that. Sometimes it yells. Maybe we could just like whisper to each other for a little while and just say, "You're doing a great job. Do more of that. Thank you so much."
The secret